Lucky numbers, 7 numbers, most likely to appear in February 2025. Buddhist teachings. What if I told you that certain numbers could align your intentions with the flow of the universe, bringing harmony, prosperity, and good fortune this February? Numbers aren't just abstract symbols, they are energies deeply intertwined with the patterns of life. In Buddhist philosophy, each number carries a spiritual vibration, a meaning that can guide us toward balance and abundance. Whether you're searching for clarity, a fresh perspective, or simply a touch of luck to help you navigate 2025, these 7 lucky numbers for February could be the key to unlocking hidden opportunities and joy. Stay with me until the end of this video, and I'll show you how to embrace the power of these numbers to infuse your life with positivity and purpose. These aren't just numbers, they're ancient tools of wisdom waiting to illuminate your path. Are you ready to discover them? Let's begin this journey together. Number 1. The spiritual role of numbers in Buddhism. The spiritual role of numbers in Buddhism holds a timeless fascination, weaving together universal truths, spiritual principles, and the mystical patterns of life itself. Have you ever noticed how certain numbers seem to appear at just the right moment, almost as if guiding you toward clarity or good fortune? Numbers are not mere coincidences or random occurrences. They carry profound energies and are seen as reflections of cosmic harmony. Across cultures, and especially in Buddhism, numbers hold sacred significance, offering insights into balance, karma, and the cycles of life. As February 2025 approaches, a time filled with the promise of new opportunities and fresh starts, let us dive into the spiritual teachings behind 7 lucky numbers likely to bring prosperity, clarity, and positive energy into your life. These numbers aren't chosen randomly, but are rooted in celestial movements, spiritual wisdom, and ancient traditions. By understanding their meaning, you can align yourself with their energy and step into the month with intention and mindfulness. After all, as the Buddha once said, just as a candle cannot burn without fire, men cannot live without a spiritual life. In Buddhist teachings, numbers are far more than mathematical symbols. They embody universal truths tied to karma, the law of cause and effect, dharma, the path of righteous living, and the intricate web of interconnectedness that binds all living beings. They serve as spiritual reminders, guiding us to live with awareness and compassion. For instance, consider the foundational symbolism of the number 3, which represents the triple gem, Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha. This trio serves as the cornerstone of Buddhist practice, reminding us to seek refuge in the teachings, the teacher, and the community of practitioners. Similarly, the number 8 carries immense significance as it represents the eightfold path, the guiding steps toward enlightenment, balance, and liberation from suffering. Numbers in Buddhism are not arbitrary. They resonate with the patterns of life and the natural laws that govern the universe. Take the number 9, often regarded as the number of wisdom and karmic completion. In Buddhist tradition, this number signifies the culmination of cycles and the achievement of spiritual growth. When you see the number 9 recurring in your life, it might be a nudge from the universe to reflect on the lessons you've learned and the journey you've traveled so far. Similarly, numbers like 1, symbolizing new beginnings, and 7, representing spiritual awakening and introspection, hold immense power, particularly during times of transition, such as the beginning of a new year. February 2025, with its celestial alignments, carries the perfect energy to reflect on these teachings and channel them into your daily life. As the Dalai Lama said, Know the rules well so you can break them effectively. Numbers, in this sense, act as rules of harmony and flow, tools to navigate life's unpredictability with grace and wisdom. The influence of lucky numbers in February 2025 is further amplified by celestial movements and lunar cycles, which hold special significance in Buddhist culture. For example, the phases of the moon are deeply tied to spiritual rituals. A new moon symbolizes renewal and fresh starts, aligning with numbers like 1 or 8, which encourage new opportunities and growth. Conversely, the full moon represents enlightenment, completion, and clarity, often linked to numbers like 9. During February's lunar phases, these numbers may act as energetic beacons, helping you realign with your spiritual goals. Buddhist philosophy teaches us that numbers are also mirrors of karma and dharma. Karma reminds us that every action creates a ripple, while dharma urges us to live in alignment with the natural laws of the universe. When you embrace the spiritual resonance of certain numbers, you're not just working with abstract ideas, you're actively choosing to live in harmony with these cosmic principles. As Thich Nhat Hanh beautifully stated, "There is no way to happiness. Happiness is the way." Similarly, lucky numbers aren't magic fixes, but they serve as guides to cultivate mindfulness, intention, and alignment with the flow of life. In February 2025, the alignment of celestial events and Buddhist wisdom offers a unique opportunity to connect with 7 lucky numbers: 3, 7, 8, 9, 5, and others influenced by the energies of the time. These numbers, steeped in centuries of tradition and spiritual meaning, can help you cultivate balance, attract abundance, and step into the month with clarity and purpose. But remember, numbers are not a replacement for action, they are a reminder. Their power lies in your ability to use them as tools for reflection, mindfulness, and growth. Take this time to meditate on these numbers and their deeper meanings, and let them guide you in setting intentions for the month ahead. As February unfolds, approach each day with awareness and trust in the interconnectedness of all things. When you do so, you'll not only discover the power of these numbers, but also the beauty of living in alignment with the universe's energy. As the Buddha said, your purpose in life is to find your purpose and give your whole heart and soul to it. Use these numbers as stepping stones to walk your path with courage, grace, and wisdom. Number 2. The 7 lucky numbers for February 2025. February 2025 offers a special opportunity to connect with numbers that hold profound spiritual meaning rooted in Buddhist wisdom. These 7 numbers are far from random. They are deeply intertwined with the principles of harmony, wisdom, and prosperity. This month, their energy is especially powerful, serving as a guide to help us live with greater mindfulness and purpose. Let's explore the significance of these numbers and uncover why they resonate so deeply during this time. 1. Number 22. Number 22 carries profound significance, often referred to as a master number in numerology, representing the rare ability to transform dreams into tangible reality. In Buddhism, the symbolism of 22 aligns beautifully with the principles of unity and interdependence, reminding us of the interconnectedness of all beings. This number reflects the Buddha's teachings that no success or growth happens in isolation. It arises from cooperation, harmony, and shared effort. As the Buddha once said, "When we come together as one, no obstacle can remain immovable." This wisdom emphasizes the power of community and collective action, which is at the heart of what 22 represents: the capacity to bring people, visions and plans together to build something lasting and meaningful. The number 22 is considered lucky because it embodies cooperation, stability and strong foundations, all vital ingredients for long-term success, whether in relationships, career or personal growth. It gently reminds us to nurture our connections with others, for in doing so, we strengthen the very foundations of our lives. Just as a tree cannot stand tall without the support of its roots and the nourishment of the soil, our dreams cannot flourish without collaboration and a steady base. This number serves as a guide for those striving to create something enduring, urging them to balance ambition with patience and stability with action. In the modern world, where individuality is often celebrated above all else, 22 inspires us to rediscover the value of teamwork and shared purpose. For those seeking to foster meaningful relationships or work toward long-term goals, 22 offers a simple yet profound lesson. Success is not a sprint, it's a process of deliberate, cooperative effort. This is especially important in a time when life moves so quickly, and the temptation to cut corners or rush through challenges can overshadow the deeper work required to build something truly worthwhile. Reflect on how you approach your goals. Are you prioritizing short-term gains over sustainable progress? Are you leaning into the support of your community and offering your own in return? As the Dalai Lama wisely said, "Be kind whenever possible. It is always possible." Kindness and cooperation create the fertile ground in which success can take root and grow. Ultimately, the message of 22 is timeless. True stability comes not from solitary achievements, but from the relationships, values, and foundations we cultivate with care. Whether you are strengthening a marriage, building a career, or working toward a dream, this number reminds us that no structure can stand without unity and a clear sense of purpose. So, take a moment to reflect on how you can embody this wisdom today. Nurture your connections, act with integrity, and focus on creating something that not only serves your life, but also uplifts others. The path may not always be easy, but the rewards of building with intention and heart are always worth it. 2. Number 11. Number 11 is often regarded as a sacred and powerful number, carrying what many call master energy. In Buddhist teachings, numbers can hold symbolic significance, serving as reminders of universal truths and inner potential. 11 stands tall in this context, representing heightened intuition, profound insight, and spiritual awakening. Its energy encourages us to look inward, cultivate self-awareness, and build a deeper connection with both ourselves and the world around us. Think of it as the number that whispers to your inner self, urging you to trust your gut feelings, seek clarity, and embrace mindfulness as you navigate life's twists and turns. It's a number that doesn't simply stand on its own. It invites you to pause, reflect, and make decisions not from fear or doubt, but from a place of trust and inner wisdom. This spiritual essence makes 11 particularly meaningful as we move through February 2025, a time when its energy can remind us to act with presence and purpose. To illustrate the power of 11, let me share a story. There was once a young seeker who visited a Zen master, overwhelmed by the noise and chaos of life. The seeker said, "I don't know what to do anymore. My mind is clouded, and I'm unsure about the choices ahead of me." The master, after listening patiently, handed the seeker a bowl of water and a handful of stones. "Drop one stone into the water and tell me what you see," the master instructed. As the seeker dropped the stone, ripples spread across the surface, distorting the reflection. "Now wait," the master said. The seeker sat in silence, watching as the ripples slowly calmed and the water grew still, allowing their reflection to return. Clarity comes not when you force it, but when you allow stillness, the Master said. Learn to listen to the quiet voice within. The number 11, much like this story, reminds us that when we still our minds, through meditation, reflection, or simply taking a moment to breathe, we can see things as they truly are. It's about tuning into the wisdom that already resides within us, often hidden beneath the surface of our busy lives. February 2025 offers a chance to align with this energy. Think about the decisions you're facing right now. Are you rushing to conclusions, or are you allowing space for your intuition to guide you? Sometimes the clearest answers come not from overthinking, but from trusting that quiet nudge inside. 11 urges us to trust the process, even when the path ahead seems uncertain. The teachings of Buddhism emphasize the importance of mindfulness and present moment awareness, and this number amplifies that call. It's a reminder that we are not separate from the wisdom of the universe. It's always within reach if we have the patience to listen. So, as you step into February 2025, consider how you might embrace the lessons of the number 11. Perhaps it's by dedicating time each day to reflect, meditate, or simply sit in silence. Maybe it's by choosing to trust yourself more, leaning into your intuition when faced with difficult choices. Ask yourself, what areas of my life feel unclear or clouded, and how can I cultivate stillness to find clarity? Remember, spiritual growth isn't about having all the answers. It's about learning to trust the process of discovery. The message of 11 is simple, yet profound. Clarity begins within. When you nurture your inner awareness, the path forward will naturally reveal itself, and you'll find that even life's uncertainties hold opportunities for growth and peace. Trust this energy and let it guide you to a more mindful and meaningful February. 3. Number 9. Let's talk about the fascinating energy of the number 9 and why it holds such a special place, not only in Buddhist teachings, but also in how it resonates with life's deeper patterns. 9 is a number that carries immense meaning. It's the highest single-digit number, which inherently represents completion, fulfillment, and a sense of coming full circle. In Buddhist philosophy, 9 is deeply symbolic of karmic resolution and the culmination of wisdom. It's often said that life moves in cycles, and the number 9 is like the final chapter of a book that ties all the lessons together, allowing us to reflect, learn, and let go of what no longer serves us. The Buddha himself taught that, just as a candle cannot burn without fire, men cannot live without a spiritual life. In this way, the number 9 reminds us to examine the fire that fuels our actions, thoughts, and intentions. Are we living in alignment with our values? Are we taking time to reflect on our choices, making peace with the past, and preparing our hearts for what's to come? 9 is considered lucky because it signifies readiness for transformation. It's the perfect time to wrap up unfinished business, be it an unresolved conflict, a lingering goal, or even emotional baggage you've been carrying for too long. Think of 9 as a bridge to a fresh start, a moment to pause and embrace spiritual maturity. When you focus on the energy of 9, it's like tapping into the natural flow of the universe, aligning yourself with the idea that endings are not truly endings, they're simply opportunities for new beginnings. As you reflect on your own life, ask yourself, what have I been holding on to that no longer serves my growth? What can I release to create space for something new and meaningful? In the spirit of karmic balance, 9 also reminds us of the importance of the causes we create in our daily lives. Every action, no matter how small, ripples out into the world and eventually returns to us. This is the essence of karma, the law of cause and effect. When we live mindfully and with compassion, we not only resolve past karma, but also plant seeds for a more harmonious future. As Thich Nhat Hanh beautifully said, smile, breathe, and go slowly. In other words, when we approach life with patience and presence, we align ourselves with the wisdom that the number 9 embodies. So, as February unfolds, consider how the number 9 might guide you. Is there something in your life that feels ready to come to a close? Something that's preparing you for a new chapter? What wisdom can you gather from your journey so far? And how can you use that wisdom to create positive ripples in the world? Let the energy of 9 remind you that every ending is a chance to grow, to transform, and to step forward into a brighter and more conscious version of yourself. If you've watched up to this point, you're already on the path to uncovering the deeper meanings behind lucky numbers and how they align with Buddhist teachings for February 2025. Comment below with lucky wisdom to affirm your commitment to exploring these fascinating insights. Stay with us until the end. There's so much more to reveal about how these numbers can bring mindfulness, balance, and a touch of luck to your life. 4. Number 8. The number 8 holds a profound significance in Buddhism, rooted deeply in the teachings of the Eightfold Path, which serves as a guide to enlightenment and liberation. The Eightfold Path is not merely a set of steps, but a timeless philosophy that encourages ethical conduct, mental discipline, and wisdom. It reminds us to live with right view, intention, speech, action, livelihood, effort, mindfulness, and concentration, a framework that can bring balance and clarity to our lives. The very shape of the number 8, resembling the infinity symbol, adds another layer of meaning, symbolizing the boundless nature of life, the interconnectedness of all things, and the potential for infinite growth. This symmetry and endless loop inspire thoughts of renewal, transformation, and continuity, especially as we step into a new year filled with possibilities. What makes the number 8 particularly lucky is its strong association with abundance and prosperity. In modern life, where financial stability and success often take center stage, the energy of this number can serve as a reminder that true wealth is not limited to material gain, but also includes inner peace, resilience, and personal growth. When we align ourselves with the principles of the Eightfold Path, we create a foundation not just for temporary success, but for long-term prosperity that nourishes both the body and the soul. As the Buddha wisely said, "The mind is everything. What you think, you become." This quote emphasizes the power of our thoughts and intentions. By focusing on positive actions and mindful living, we naturally attract the kind of abundance and renewal that the number 8 symbolizes. For those seeking a fresh start or striving to manifest their goals, the number 8 serves as an inspiration to embrace life's cyclical nature, where every ending is a new beginning. In today's fast-paced world, we often get caught in the trap of chasing success without pausing to reflect on whether it aligns with our deeper values. The essence of the number 8 reminds us that true success lies in living a balanced life, where material achievements are complemented by spiritual growth and ethical integrity. As we step into February 2025, consider how the principles of the Eightfold Path can guide your choices and actions, helping you cultivate both inner and outer prosperity. Just as the number 8 loops endlessly, may your journey be one of continuous renewal, abundance, and mindful living, echoing the interconnected beauty of all things. 5. Number 7. 7 is a number rich with meaning, deeply intertwined with the spiritual journey and the quest for enlightenment. In Buddhist tradition, the significance of the number 7 begins with the Buddha himself. It is said that upon his birth, the Buddha took 7 steps, each one representing a direction of the universe and the progress toward ultimate liberation. Those steps were not merely a movement of the body, but a profound metaphor for spiritual awakening, symbolizing the path toward nirvana, a state of freedom from suffering and the cycle of rebirth. 7 steps, 7 directions, 7 layers of realization, each an invitation to take your own first steps toward wisdom and inner growth. Think for a moment. What steps are you taking in your life to walk this path of self-discovery and peace? The number 7 has long been associated with clarity, spiritual wisdom, and inner illumination. It is considered a guiding number for those yearning to deepen their connection with the universe and themselves. In February 2025, this number holds a special significance, urging us to pause, reflect, and take deliberate steps on our spiritual journey. The energy of 7 is like a gentle reminder to align our actions with our highest intentions and seek wisdom not just from the world around us, but from the stillness within. But here's a question to ask yourself. When was the last time you truly listened to the wisdom within you? Sometimes we get so caught up in the noise of the world that we forget the quiet truths already present in our hearts. The number 7 calls us back to this inner knowing, a place where we can find clarity even in the most chaotic times. To illustrate the power of 7, let me share a story. Once, there was a young seeker who lived in a small village nestled among the mountains. She felt restless and lost, yearning for something more in life, but not knowing what it was. One day, she heard of a wise monk who lived on the highest peak, known to guide those in search of meaning. Determined, she climbed the mountain and finally reached the monk's hut. The monk greeted her warmly, offering her tea. The seeker poured out her worries, asking, "How do I find the peace I long for?" The monk smiled and said, "Your journey to peace begins with 7 steps. First, step into silence. Listen to your thoughts. Second, step into humility. Know that you don't have all the answers. Third, step into gratitude. See the blessings in your life. Fourth, step into compassion. Be kind to others. Fifth, step into courage. Face what you fear. Sixth, step into patience. Let life unfold in its time. And seventh, step into acceptance. Embrace life as it is." The young seeker began her descent down the mountain, reflecting on these 7 steps. With each one, she felt lighter, as though her heart was beginning to understand a truth it had always known. So what are your 7 steps? How can you move toward wisdom, inner growth, and clarity in your life? The number 7 reminds us that progress doesn't come all at once, but through steady, meaningful actions. Small steps that lead to great changes. As you reflect on this, remember that the path to enlightenment isn't about reaching the end. It's about walking the journey with mindfulness and purpose. The lesson here is simple yet profound. No matter where you are in life, you can take your own 7 steps towards spiritual awakening. These steps may not look like anyone else's, and that's perfectly okay. What matters is that you take them one at a time, trusting that they will guide you closer to the clarity and peace you seek. February 2025 is a time of opportunity, a time to look inward, embrace the wisdom of 7, and take those meaningful steps toward a brighter, more balanced life. What will your first step be? Number 5. Number 5 holds deep significance in Buddhism, embodying the essence of the 5 precepts, a foundational guide to ethical living and moral behavior. These precepts, simple yet profound, encourage us to refrain from harming others, stealing, lying, indulging in intoxicants, and engaging in harmful sexual conduct. While these guidelines may seem straightforward, they hold the transformative power to reshape our lives and the world around us. Think about it. How much peace could we create if everyone committed to nonviolence, honesty, and respect for others? The number 5 reminds us to reflect on these values and incorporate them into our daily lives, not as rigid rules, but as tools to cultivate harmony and mindfulness. It's not just about avoiding harm, it's about consciously choosing a path that uplifts others and generates good karma. In Buddhism, karma is often likened to planting seeds. When you live according to the 5 precepts, you're planting seeds of positivity that will eventually bloom into stability, joy, and peace, not just for you, but for the wider community. This connection between moral conduct and good fortune is why the number 5 is considered auspicious. It's a gentle nudge, urging us to align with ethical practices so that we attract positive energy into our lives. The Buddha once said, "Happiness comes when your work and words are of benefit to yourself and others." Isn't that what the 5 precepts are all about? Living in a way that benefits both ourselves and those around us? When you see or think of the number 5, ask yourself, am I living in alignment with these principles? How can I bring more kindness, honesty, and mindfulness into my actions today? These open-ended questions are powerful because they invite self-reflection, a cornerstone of Buddhist practice. By reflecting on our behavior and its impact, we take steps toward personal growth and spiritual awakening. It's not about perfection. No one follows these precepts flawlessly, but about intention and effort. The beauty of the 5 precepts is that they are universal. They resonate across all cultures and beliefs, reminding us of the shared human longing for peace and balance. Ultimately, the number 5 symbolizes discipline, mindfulness, and the inner strength to choose what is right over what is easy. Its presence in your life could be a sign to pause and reconnect with your values, to cultivate good karma, and to walk the middle path, the path that avoids extremes and fosters harmony. As you consider the significance of this number, remember that ethical living is not just about avoiding harm, but actively creating a ripple of positivity in the world. How will you let the lessons of the 5 precepts shape your actions today? Perhaps this is the perfect moment to make that choice. If you're still with us, you're already diving deep into the wisdom of lucky numbers and their connection to February 2025. Share your thoughts in the comments with Mindful Luck to embrace this journey of discovery. Don't miss what's coming next. Insights that can help guide your life with mindfulness and a little extra fortune. 7. Number 3. Number 3 holds a special place in Buddhist teachings and is considered a number of profound spiritual significance. It symbolizes the triple gem, Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha, which together form the cornerstone of the Buddhist path. The Buddha represents the awakened teacher who guides us toward enlightenment. The Dharma embodies the timeless teachings that illuminate the path, and the Sangha is the supportive community of practitioners who walk this journey with us. Reflecting on these 3 pillars reminds us of the interconnected nature of life and the importance of balance, guidance, and mutual support. But why is the number 3 considered so lucky? In many ways, it embodies harmony in life, mind, body, and spirit coming together as one. It's a call to cultivate inner balance, embrace unity, and collaborate with others to create a sense of wholeness in our lives. When you focus on these 3 areas and align them with purpose and intention, you create the conditions for growth and well-being. After all, the Buddha himself taught, to keep the body in good health is a duty, for otherwise we shall not be able to keep our mind strong and clear. Isn't this a beautiful reminder of how everything in life is interconnected? So as we step into February 2025, how might you apply the energy of the number 3 to your own life? What areas feel out of balance? Your physical health, mental clarity, or spiritual connection? And how can you bring those aspects into harmony? Consider using this month as an opportunity to embrace collaboration and togetherness, whether by seeking the wisdom of a teacher, finding inspiration in the teachings, or connecting deeply with your community. Each step you take to bring balance into your life creates ripples of peace and positivity, not only within you, but also in the world around you. Just as the triple gem supports a practitioner's journey, this lucky number serves as a guide to help you align with your higher purpose. As you reflect on its meaning, remember the words of Thich Nhat Hanh. The mind can go in 1,000 directions, but on this beautiful path, I walk in peace. With each step, a gentle wind blows. With each step, a flower blooms. What would it feel like to take a step today toward greater balance and unity in your life? Let the number 3 inspire you to build that harmony, not just for yourself, but for those around you, creating a brighter and more compassionate world together. Number 3. How to use these lucky numbers. Using lucky numbers as a tool for mindfulness and spiritual connection can bring an inspiring layer of purpose to your life. However, it's not just about knowing these numbers, it's about integrating them into your daily practices in meaningful ways to harness their potential. Let's explore how these 7 lucky numbers for February 2025 can guide you toward positivity, balance, and abundance. By using these numbers with intention, you align your thoughts and actions with the energies they symbolize, creating a pathway for transformation. Lucky numbers can serve as gentle reminders of your intentions, much like a compass guiding you toward your aspirations. Start by using visual cues to keep these numbers at the forefront of your mind. Write them on sticky notes and place them in areas you see every day: your desk, bathroom mirror, or even as your phone wallpaper. Each time you see these numbers, let them remind you of your goals, reinforcing a positive mindset. To deepen their influence, pair each number with an empowering affirmation. For instance, if the number 9 represents wisdom and completion, repeat a phrase such as, "I embrace wisdom and trust the journey of life." Over time, these affirmations create a ripple effect, shaping your thoughts and actions toward your aspirations. Incorporating lucky numbers into physical objects adds another layer of connection. Carry charms, bracelets, or keepsakes featuring these numbers as personal symbols of their energy. This practice ties intention to action, serving as a subtle yet constant reminder to stay mindful. When making decisions, whether small, like choosing a book to read, or significant, like selecting a new project, consider how these numbers might guide you. By doing so, you infuse your choices with purpose, making even mundane tasks feel aligned with your larger goals. Lucky numbers can also bring clarity and focus to financial planning. Use them when setting savings targets or choosing dates for important transactions. For example, if 3 represents balance to you, aim to save in increments of 3 or set a budget that reflects that balance. Similarly, aligning major life events, such as starting a project, hosting an event, or signing a contract, with dates that include your lucky numbers, can create a sense of synchronicity. This practice doesn't just add symbolic significance, but also fosters mindfulness, helping you stay intentional in your choices. For those with creative pursuits, lucky numbers can serve as a muse. Imagine structuring a book with chapters based on one of your numbers, or creating a piece of art inspired by its energy. Engaging with these numbers creatively invites playfulness and innovation into your life, reminding you to approach challenges with curiosity. At the same time, these practices keep you connected to the spiritual essence of the numbers, blending inspiration with purpose. Beyond daily routines, lucky numbers take on a deeper spiritual resonance when used in meditative or ritualistic practices. Focused meditation can help you tap into the symbolic energy of each number. For instance, meditating on the number 3 might evoke harmony and balance, while focusing on 8 can inspire feelings of renewal and abundance. As you meditate, visualize the qualities each number represents, allowing their energy to align with your inner state. Similarly, using numerical mantras, repeating the numbers in a rhythmic manner, can help anchor your mind and deepen your connection to their symbolism. For a more tangible practice, consider rituals that align with your lucky numbers. Lighting a specific number of candles during a gratitude ritual, for example, can amplify the energy you're channeling. Lighting 7 candles to symbolize wisdom and spiritual awakening, or offering prayers aligned with your chosen numbers, brings a sacred intentionality to these practices. These small but powerful acts allow you to create a bridge between the physical and the spiritual, grounding your aspirations in meaningful action. Ultimately, weaving these lucky numbers into your life is about more than inviting good fortune. It's about living with purpose, mindfulness, and a deeper sense of connection to the world around you. Numbers themselves have no power unless paired with intention and effort, so let them inspire you to take meaningful steps toward your goals. As Thich Nhat Hanh wisely said, "The way to live fully is to live each moment mindfully." By integrating these practices into your daily routine, you're not just hoping for luck, you're actively cultivating a life of abundance, harmony, and joy. Stay mindful, take purposeful action, and let February 2025 be a month that reflects your highest aspirations and deepest intentions. Number 4. Balancing belief in luck with effort and intention. Believing in the power of lucky numbers can be an uplifting and motivating practice, but it's important to understand that the true transformation of your life requires the harmonious balance of belief, effort, and intention. While lucky numbers may offer a sense of direction or hope, they are only as powerful as the actions and mindset you bring to the table. Think of lucky numbers not as magical solutions, but as gentle nudges from the universe, reminding you of your potential to create meaningful change. Let's explore how to balance the belief in luck with the effort and intention that drives true success. The foundation of any success lies in effort and action. A lucky number can be an inspiring symbol, but it won't carry you forward unless you actively work toward your goals. Just as planting a seed requires watering and sunlight to grow, your dreams need consistent effort and dedication to flourish. When you trust in the guidance of your lucky numbers, see them as companions on your journey rather than the entire journey itself. For example, if your lucky number encourages you to start a new project or take a leap of faith, take that as a sign, but don't stop there. Follow through with the hard work and commitment that success demands. It's your willingness to put in the effort that transforms opportunities into achievements, making your lucky number a tool rather than a crutch. Equally important is mindful alignment between your intentions and actions. Lucky numbers hold their true power when they serve as reminders to stay on track with your personal or spiritual goals. In today's busy world, where distractions abound and life can feel chaotic, having a simple symbol like a lucky number can help you refocus. For instance, seeing your lucky number on a clock or receipt can be a cue to pause and ask yourself, am I living in alignment with my intentions? This alignment creates clarity, helping you stay connected to your deeper purpose and navigate life with mindfulness. By keeping your lucky number in mind, you create a bridge between your goals and the daily actions needed to achieve them. It's also vital to emphasize the role of intention over reliance. Many people fall into the trap of believing that a lucky number alone will bring them everything they desire. But luck is not about passively waiting for good things to happen. Instead, luck is about aligning with the universal energies that are already present and using them as inspiration for meaningful decisions. The power of a lucky number is activated by your intention, your commitment to growth, kindness, or success. For example, if you associate the number 7 with spiritual awakening, use it as a motivator to deepen your mindfulness practice or cultivate more compassion in your life. Numbers don't create miracles, they amplify the energy you're already putting out into the world. In modern life, where uncertainty and challenges often feel overwhelming, lucky numbers can serve as gentle reminders to trust the process while also taking responsibility for your own progress. They are not shortcuts, but rather tools to help you maintain a positive mindset, stay disciplined, and keep your goals in sight. This combination of belief, effort, and intention creates a powerful synergy, enabling you to manifest your desires while staying grounded in reality. In other words, lucky numbers are there to complement your hard work, not replace it. Ultimately, balancing belief in luck with effort and intention is about taking ownership of your journey while embracing the wisdom that the universe offers. Life will always have its ups and downs, but when you combine belief in the guidance of your lucky numbers with a strong commitment to action and a clear sense of purpose, you create the conditions for success and fulfillment. So, the next time your lucky number appears, let it remind you not just of the possibilities ahead, but also of the power you hold to shape your own destiny. Use it to inspire action, foster mindfulness, and align with the intentions that bring you closer to the life you truly desire. By doing so, you honor the balance between faith and effort, a balance that leads to both personal growth and meaningful achievement. Thank you for joining us on The Journey of Wisdom, where we explored the fascinating world of lucky numbers and their connection to Buddhist teachings. Remember, these numbers aren't just symbols, they're tools for mindfulness, guiding us toward positivity, balance, and intentional living. If you found value in this video, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And make sure to turn on the notification bell so you never miss our upcoming content that continues to inspire and guide your journey through life. Let's walk this path together with mindfulness, compassion, and purpose. Until next time, stay kind, stay curious, and keep seeking wisdom.